Hello friends, welcome back to my YouTube channel Programming in My Way. Today I am going to discuss file handling in C language. How to copy the content of one file, one source file, and how to paste those content into another destination file. Getting? So let us see that from the scratch. So I will create new file. Okay, now see, I'm going to create, I'm going to use two files, or I'm going to work with two files, one source text file and second destination text file. So I will create two file pointers. I'll create two file pointers. Getting? And then next, what first operation I'm going to do? So first operation will be what? First I will read the content of source file, and then I'm going to write those content into the destination file. So first I will open the source text file. So how to open? Yep, open. Getting? And then I will give the file name as first argument, and second is in read mode I'm going to open that file. So it will open, it will check this hello.txt file on hard disk. If it is present, it will be loaded into RAM. Okay, and it will return the default file pointer, but we don't know name of that file pointer. That's why we have taken our own file pointer, and that is yup. Getting? So this will be scenario. So see, this will be scenario. So consider this is source file and this is destination file. So I will give name as hello.txt and here output.txt. Getting? And these are the content. Okay, so see, the hello.txt source text file. So the contents are, this is Ravindra, and the output destination file or destination text file is output.txt. So I want to copy these contents. This is Ravindra into output.txt file. Getting? So right now we have opened this file and the file pointer is pointing to first character of file. Getting? So that is this one. The file pointer is yup. It is pointing to T initially. Okay, now I want to open this output.txt file as well. Getting? Because I'm going to write the contents. So same function I'm using, yup open, and then which source file, which destination file you want to open. So I'm going to open output.txt as my destination file, and in which mode you want to open that file. So I'm going to use write mode, so W is there. Now if you observe the modes, they are also string values. Though there is a single character, they will be string values. Getting? So you should place them in double quotation, not in single quotation. Getting? So same thing yup open function do here. It will check whether output.txt file is present on hard disk or not. Getting? Now if it is present, it will be simply open for writing operation. But see, if the output.txt file is not present, then it will create a fresh file and then it will be open for writing operation. Now there is a difference between this yup open and the previous yup open. In case of yup open hello.txt read mode, if the file is present, then it will be open for reading operation. If the file is not present, then it will return the null value. Getting? Or it will return the null value in yup. So that is the case of read operation. File will not be created. But in case of yup open output.txt w, it will check whether file is present or not. If file is present, it will be open for writing mode. But if the file is not present, it will create the file. It will create the empty file. It will create the empty file for writing mode. Getting? And one more thing, if file is already present with some contents, then in that case what will happen, it will it will check whether file is present or not. If the file is present with some existing content, then it will delete the content of that file, and then file will be opened for writing mode. So this is also difference. Getting? So remember this. Okay. So I am using YUPQ for this. Getting? So by default it will return some pointer, but so I will check whether FP is giving me null or not. So if FP is giving me null, then that means the file does not exist. Does not exist. Getting? In some cases, YUPQ also giving you null value. YUPQ also giving you null value. So what is that case? So consider, if output.txt file is present on hard disk, then it will simply open your file. It will simply open your file for writing mode. There is no any problem. Second case, if file doesn't exist on hard disk, then it will create file for writing operation. There is no any problem. Third scenario, if file doesn't exist, then what normally it is doing? It is creating a fresh file. But in this case, suppose hard disk is already full. Then it is unable to create new file. So in this case, it will return the null value. So that we are checking here. So disk is full. Getting? Otherwise, if there is no any problem with FP and FQ, then you can able to perform the copy operation. So same thing, I am using same code, while one. So and then reading ch equal to yup get c FP. So I am reading one character at a time, and then I am checking whether I have reached to end of file or not. So if I am getting end of file character in ch, then I will break this loop. Otherwise, in last case I was printing the character to output screen. Getting? But here I am going to write the content. So which function I am going to use? Put c. Okay. So this put c function will write a character to the output file. So first parameter will be ch, and which file you are going to write the content? YUPQ, that means output.txt. Getting? So see the output, while one true, it will go to loop. It will read the single character. It will check whether it is end of file or not. If it is not end of file, then it will not enter into if. Then it will go to put c, and it will write that character to the output file. So this process will be continued till all the characters are finished, and whenever your ch is reached. So see, then I am just printing message. See, then I am just printing message file successfully, and then I am closing both the files. So yup and close FQ, and let us see the output. Compilation is successful, and run the. So you are getting file copied successfully output. So let us check the output.txt inside. See, output.txt is created and the contents are ready. Now consider, already we have this output.txt file. Getting? So I will just remove these contents. Getting? Hence I will save this. I have saved this file. Now second case, the output file is already ready with no contents in it, and just I will compile and run once again. So file copied successfully. You can check the content of output.txt. So contents are copied. Getting? So in both the cases, no matter whether a file is created or not created, if it is not present on hard disk, then it will create a fresh and the contents will be written into that. If it is already there, it will be opened and it will be written it will write the content into the file. Getting? So this is what output. Now suppose I want to perform the append operation. So see what I am doing. Simply I am using here, instead of W, I am using A, that is for appending. Now appending means what? It will not delete the existing content of your output file. It will append those contents at the end of those contents. Getting? So right now this is Ravindra. This is the content, okay, present in my output file. So let us check what is the content of output.txt file. So these are the contents. This is Ravindra. Now if I compile and run this program once again with append mode, then what should be expected output? At the end of this, that means after Ravindra, I should get the this is Ravindra text. So let us see the output. So see, currently this is Ravindra present in my output.txt, and just compile and run this program once again for append operation. Compile and run. So file copied successfully, and now just check the output of output.txt. So see, these contents are appended at the end of existing content. Getting? Now if output.txt is not present, then you can't see the difference. That means the content will be, because file will be created afresh and the content will be simply appended, that means written, because no previous contents are present. So there are two scenarios. The file is present and second is file is not present. The file is already present with some existing content, then the new content will be appended at the end of existing content. But if the file is not present, then you can't see the difference, because in that case the file will be created and nothing is present in that file. So automatically content will be appended from the starting only. So you can't see the difference there. So this is what the file handling in C. So I have shown you three things: the read operation, write operation, and append operation. And also I have shown you this one, opening operation and closing operation. Getting? So we have completed three modes: read, write, and append mode. Now here I have worked with text file. In the same way you can work with object files. You can also work with the this one, other files. See, there are two types of files actually: text file and object files. Getting? Text files or object files. So text file can be .c file, .cp file, .txt file. Textual contents are there. Getting? Textual contents are there. And the object files, they are the object files examples are there. Can be obj file. Getting? It can be this one. Actually second type is object file, is one of the example of binary file. There are two types of files: text file and binary file. Getting? Text files are txt file, .c file, .java file, .cp file. Textual contents are there. And binary files, object file is one of the binary file. So .obj file can be binary file, .exe file can be binary file. Getting? So they are the binary files. So R, A, W, these are the modes for text file. If you want to work with same operation, getting, for binary file, then you should use RB, WB, AB. Getting? Read binary file, then append binary file, and write binary file. So AB, WB and RB, these are the modes there. Remaining things, only the extension will be changed. Functions will be same for binary file as well. So that's all from my side. So this is simple program demonstration for file handling in C language. Okay, so if you like my demonstration of file handling in C language, then please like, comment and share my YouTube channel Programming in My Way. Thank you.